Hello and a very warm welcome. Spanish qualifying reaction as Lewis Hamilton is on pole. Get in there, Lewis. Go on, lad. Hamilton on pole for the Spanish Grand Prix. Valtteri Bottas will go from second. Going into the weekend, Sergio Perez is back on the grid and he tested negative for COVID-19. So he returns as the full-time driver. Esteban Ocon had a crash in practice with Kevin Magnussen, which was a very strange incident. Ocon let Magnussen past, Magnussen slowed down, Ocon put it in the wall, very strange. Going into Q1, Kevin Magnussen and Kvyat under investigation. Now I don't know what that was for. It wasn't shown on TV, unless I was making a cup of tea when that was on, but I never saw that, so... Kimi Raikkonen makes it through to Q2. Unbelievable lap by Kimi Raikkonen. Beat his teammate by 0.9. I mean, wow. Raikkonen's really struggled in qualifying. He's upped his game and he's absolutely destroyed Giovinazzi. Williams and Haas go out. Pretty standard. Into Q2. Great effort by Kimi Raikkonen to qualify 14th and beat a Renault. Sebastian Vettel out again. It's absolutely painful to see this great driver on the limit to get into Q3. It's sickening, really. He misses out by 0.02. Heartbreaking for Vettel. Yet again starts P11. It's like that's his position now. Gasly get P5 and then into Q3. Lewis Hamilton pole position. The all-time pole holder does it again. Bottas did improve his lap, but just missed out. Yeah, pretty impressive lap time. Once again, Lewis Hamilton dominates the qualifying session. It was close, 0.59, but he got the job done once again when it matters. Fantastic. Spanish qualifying reaction, no footage. Hamilton on pole. Kimi Raikkonen does a great job. Fantastic. So let's go down the order. Lewis Hamilton, pole position, unbelievable, delivers once again when it matters. Valtteri Bottas, second, was improving on his lap. I thought he was going to nick pole for a second, but he will go from second. Mercedes dominating the sport. Going to be interesting going down into turn 1. It's a big run down into turn 1. Max, P3, the best he can do, 7/10 off, but that's the best he can do. Once again, destroyed Albon. Sergio Perez on his return from testing positive for COVID. Missed 2 weekends. Hulkenberg filled in for him. He goes from 4th and beats Lance Stroll. Great effort by Sergio Perez to come back after 2 weeks and be straight on the pace. Lance Stroll, P5, was beaten by Hulkenberg at the 70th anniversary. Beaten by Perez in quali. Alexander Albon, P6, a man who had to deliver in qualifying today, and for me, he hasn't delivered once again. When he looks at the timesheet, once again, 0.7 off Max. He's got to get 4th place at worst, Albon, and he's failed once again. He goes from 6th. Carlos Sainz round his home race will go from 7th. Had the pace on Norris all weekend. As you can see, I got my McLaren shirt on. Good effort by McLaren, I suppose. They're like best of the rest, like the 4th best team, so really the best they can do. P7 for Sainz, P8 for Lando Norris. Sainz has had the edge on Norris all weekend. Charles Leclerc will go from 9th. Ferrari, wow, wow, wow. Gasly had an amazing Q2, but he will go from 10th. Beat Kvyat, really impressing Pierre Gasly. Sebastian Vettel, 11th, missed out by 0.02. Painful to see the 4-time world champion not in Q3. Danny Kvyat, P12. He keeps getting beat by Pierre Gasly. It's interesting. Daniel Ricciardo, 13th. Not good for Renault. Kimi Raikkonen, 14th. Gets out of Q1 and beats a Renault. And I believe he's on the medium tyre as well, so that's a quality effort by Kimi. Esteban Ocon, 15th. Had that collision Strange collision in practice 3. Was very odd. He's 15th. Kevin Magnussen, 16th. Obviously, he's under investigation, Magnussen and Kvyat. I honestly didn't see that, so I don't know what that's about. Kevin Magnussen, 16th. Romain Grosjean, 17th. Showed unbelievable pace in practice, but reality bites in qualifying. George Russell keeps his phenomenal record, never been out-qualified in Formula 1. He goes from 18th. Nicholas Latifi, 19th. Had a Twitter spat with Danny Kvyat, complaining about each other getting in each other's way. Giovinazzi, 20th. That's a horror show by Giovinazzi. Absolutely bruised by Kimi Räikkönen. Now, who do we give qualifying star to? For me, it's between two candidates. Sergio Perez, fantastic on his return. And Kimi Räikkönen. I think I'm going to give it Kimi Räikkönen. Yes, Kimi Räikkönen's a world champion. Yes, Kimi Räikkönen's got poles. Yes, Kimi Räikkönen's got race wins. But that Alfa Romeo is a dog shit car. He's got out of Q1. He's been struggling in qualifying. He's got out of Q1. He's beat Giovinazzi by 0.9. And he's beat a Renault also. Goes from 14th. Kimi Räikkönen's going to get my qualifying star. And I think Perez did a phenomenal job. There we have it. Lewis Hamilton on pole for the Spanish Grand Prix. Join me for race reaction tomorrow and driver ratings for the Spanish Grand Prix as the Mercedes will go hammer and tongue down into turn 1. Hopefully we won't see what happened in 2016. Max has got a great chance off the start as well because a very long run down into turn 1. I really do like the Spanish Grand Prix. I love the track. And yeah, can't wait for the race tomorrow. Qualifying reaction done. Lewis Hamilton on pole for the Spanish Grand Prix. Join me tomorrow for race reaction. Comment down below, we'll always reply. Adios.